Hello guys, welcome back to another video. I'd just like to quickly preface this with I literally filmed this video a second ago, 15 minutes long, and I watched it back and realised that the audio was not recording. Yeah, it's brutal guys, my longest video ever. No audio was captured. Oh, honestly, when I found that out a second ago, I could not believe it. But this video will probably be shorter, but yeah, just to preface what I said, OpenAI had a new competitor that's come on the scene a few days ago called DeepSeek. It's a Chinese company and they made it for a fraction of the price, only $6 million, and it's just as efficient, if not better, than OpenAI. So that's kind of caused the markets to be spooked. Nvidia crashing 20% in a single day. I did have the chart up a second ago, but I'll get it up. It's bounced back 7% today, which is to be expected. But yeah, it did drop quite significantly from the $1.45 range down to all the way $117 yesterday. And also that's translated to the crypto market with everything dropping as well, because obviously the largest company in the United States, or in the world shall I say, by market cap crashes 20%. That's going to affect the whole Nasdaq, S&P 500, and that's going to have a ripple effect onto Bitcoin. Then obviously, since altcoins are more riskier and lower market caps are more volatile than Bitcoin, they crash even more. So lots of retail investors yesterday, and when I say retail, I mean your average Joe Blogs, the average person that works 9 to 5, that maybe has like a bit of extra money at the end of the month, wants to like make some money for investments. That's what I mean by a retail investor. Maybe got spooked and pulled out of their money yesterday because we're down 20%. And this is what crypto is, ladies and gentlemen. You'll have the narratives flip so quickly. You have news to come out that deliberately tries to push you out the market, control the market upwards and downwards. It wants to play everyone like a fiddle, and that's ultimately how these big corporations, you've got BlackRock, always continue to make money because they're masters at it. They've been doing it for years. It's what their expertise is. So I just want to make this video to highlight that despite the crash, it's bounced back a bit, and it's not really that bad if you think about it. It's just, if anything, it's good for the world because we've got a more efficient product. You might have USA try and ban this new Chinese company, which I could see him doing because he seems to always go on about China, but we never know. I don't think it's too bad in the short term. We've got a Fed meeting tomorrow as well, so we could expect some volatility, but I do believe the market is pretty much priced in. And then we've got historical data as well. So obviously last cycle in 2021, every single month in the new year, January, February, March, were green. Just like in 2017, every single month was green. January this year has been pretty much sideways, so it'll probably end the month either green, ever so slightly kind of stagnant, or slightly down. And overly, if you look at it at the quarterly, the quarter should print some pretty good gains. So I wouldn't be too fussed about it per se. But yeah, Bitcoin has bounced back today. Altcoins have bounced back a bit as well. Bitcoin dominance has continued to rise. I do feel like it will top around 60%. Back in 2021, it didn't start come crashing down until the 2021, February, March 2021, or February, March 2017. So I do think this is literally one final shakeout in the market to get everyone scared before the next leg up. And I do feel like, even though yesterday when the market did crash 20%, it is quite scary, especially when you're new to the space. Like, what other industry do you see your asset drop 20% in a single day? It's quite scary. Like, it's a lot to take in, but when you get used to it, you realise that's how these markets move, and it's quite funny in a way how it keeps moving up and down like so sporadically to kind of shake people out before ultimately the trend is always up, isn't it? Like every 4 years Bitcoin hits a new all-time high. Lots of the high performing alts do. Cardano went up to $1.10 in 2017, came down to 2 or 3 cents, went back up to $3.10, came down to 23 cents, and now it's back around $1 mark. So these things happen on purpose. Like, if you buy in low and you sell really high, some of these institutions can make a 30, 40, 50x on their investments. It's such easy money, like if you know how to play the market like a fiddle, which they do. So I just want to zoom out and show you some clear data ranging back to 2021. So I did actually film this already, but of course, no, my luck, it just decided to not capture any of my audio at all, which is actually infuriating. But let's go back to end of January 2021. Cardano 34 cents. Following week, Cardano 53 cents. Following week, Cardano 92 cents. Following week, Cardano 90-cent range still. The following week, wow, $1.24. So literally within a span of 4 weeks, the narrative went from 30 something cents to $1.24, printed a 4x return, which is actually insane. So I feel like we are on a cusp of this again. Just like in November 2020, we had a similar move. November 2024, we had a similar move. The data just tracks. It's a final shakeout. It makes perfect sense. Like, you've got all these countries rushing to get a Bitcoin strategic reserve. We're going to want to enter in the market, not at the top. So we're going to have to do something to crash the market down so it can buy in, so we don't buy at the top. It's all, everyone feels like we're missing out, has to do something to get into the market, pump the market back up, or somewhere else is missing out, or crash the market, get in, and it's just like yin and yang, like it's just like a yo-yo in between that emotions, until it gets to the point where everyone's invested and you've got like pictures of rocks selling for millions of dollars. That's when you know, looking back, that the market top is probably in, which was literally November 2021. So it's something to keep track on as well. I did, the last video is profit taking, so that's something to look into. But yeah, this just shows, guys, that narratives can change so quickly. Like a week ago, different narrative. 2 days ago, yesterday, very different narrative. Today, more bullish narrative. Like, it just changes so quickly in this space, and it's almost like whatever is happening, do the opposite, because 95% of people lose money in crypto. And a lot of the time, if you buy these dips, you would be in profit right now. Look at the World War III tensions earlier on in 2024. If someone bought those dips, would be up quite heavily right now. Just like in 2022 after the Black Swan events, there's always these massive Black Swan events, these bearish things. If you buy then, that's when you make the gains. If someone buys at the top in the market, yes, they could make another 10, 20, 30% gain if they're lucky in bull market settings, but they're not going to make huge gains if the market's already pumped a ridiculous amount. See what I mean? So it's like when the eyeballs aren't on something, that's your time to be doing research on it, getting invested. And when everyone else comes along and injects the money up, you was ahead of the curve, so you'd make a lot more money than the average person. So yeah, I wanted to say, like, it has spooked the market a bit, but these things happen all the time. Like, it's like, I guess, if anything, it's good that it's got competitors across the board. It shows that AI is actually advancing at a rapid rate. If China can put it together for a fraction of the price, just like the internet, like since the internet's been around, everything's gone so much quicker. AI is going to exacerbate it even crazier. So the narrative for AI overall, I still think is bullish. I just think necessarily if OpenAI will be the leading one, who knows? There's always going to be competitors, isn't there, that offer something better, and it's there. It's up to them to make sure they hold it down and ultimately show that they are different and innovate. Otherwise, if not, they'll be left behind in the dust and someone else will take their spot. Happens all the time. But something else I wanted to cover in this video, which and I did in the previous one that didn't get properly recorded, is Cardano ETF actually got announced potentially. Someone's been filed for a 2x ETF, Cardano leverage ETF. So that's been talked about at the moment. Total Capital's recent announcement that they filed for it. So whether that actually happens, I think there's a very high chance it will, because it makes sense to bring more money into the market. But yeah, just these talking points, like, I wouldn't get too riled up about these dips. And I'm sure in like a month's time I can make a video looking back on today's analysis and be like, you know what, actually, like, it's just a small bump in the road. You'll learn from it. Like, when you witness these things firsthand, market crashing, how quick it recovers and vice versa, you will learn from it, and it will help you change your perspective on markets as a whole and you regulate your emotions to such news. So yeah, whenever something crazy happens, it's always good to stay calm and find a cause for it. Like yesterday when the market's going down, what caused it? And then obviously the news came out to OpenAI's competitor. So it's always important to rather than let your emotions get control of you, think about a reason and think about, okay, if the largest company in the world, the USA, has crashed this percentage, that's going to affect the whole Nasdaq, S&P 500. It's going to trickle down into other markets. It's just common sense. So it's not really something to be too worried about. And Nvidia's already bounced back as well, because it is a gaming company that specialises in chips. So I think people probably still thinking, actually, this is terrible news, and actually can make the connection. Actually, it doesn't really impact Nvidia at all, because they specialise in gaming chips. Yes, they use AI, but it's not a direct product of AI. So yeah, I think that's an example of people reacting too quickly. Market maker buys in and then it recovers just as quick or makes new all-time highs. So yeah, just thought I'd do a video addressing that today. And yeah, just enjoy the journey. Like, this year is going to be a good year. We've been waiting here for 4 years. Nothing happened in 2022, the depths of the bear market. 2023, it's a bit of movement for Bitcoin. 2024, bit of movement for Bitcoin, and all this bit kind of that's down or sideways a lot of the year. And now, this is the year to shine. This is the year to kind of put all the other ones to shame and make new all-time highs, and show everybody what crypto is all about and how these crazy games can come to reality. So yeah, I thought I'd just do a video because I'm excited about this, and it's just a bit different tune. Seeing something bad and turn it into a positive rather than just always good news. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and please be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe. I'm hoping to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm planning to upload consistently to do my best to try and get there, and hopefully even get monetized. But you know what, I'm just going to enjoy the journey, take it one step at a time. That's the main thing you can do, and in order to be successful at something, you need to devote time to it, appreciate what you're doing, and actually enjoy what you're doing ultimately. So yeah, see you guys next time, and have a great day.